All right, what's up everybody? Welcome to the channel. It's been a little while. 5 months, I think. You know, we're down, but we're not dead yet. Notice at my local Walmart, we're fixing to head in. It is the time of year where they are clearancing out everything, and we're gonna see if we can do a fishing challenge on nothing but Walmart clearance fishing stuff. Let's go in and check it out. Well, that trip was pretty much a bust. All right, so in our local Walmart today and looking at doing a little bit of a fishing challenge. You see all of these yellow tags behind me. My goodness, they are everywhere, all down the aisles. And it's that time of year. It's that time of year. It is the winter stock clean out for Walmart on a lot of fishing supplies. And so they're clearancing out stuff, getting in some new stock, and we want to see if we can make a challenge out of fishing only with clearance equipment. Get some clearance terminal tackle, some clearance lures, see what we can come up with. It doesn't really matter how good the deal is. It's not about finding the best deal. It's just about shopping clearance items. So whether that's 50 cents off or 50 bucks off, doesn't really matter. We're buying yellow tag items, seeing what we can catch. And while I did only plan on using clearance lures, I found something over here in the case. And I'm a sucker for Pflueger reels, and this reel is marked down like 25 bucks. So I think I may have to get that. The Pflueger Try-On 20 series, which is, you know, 20 series is down there in my realm. I love fishing with the smaller micro type stuff. And so now the problem is we got to find a rod to pair it with, and I'm looking at some clearance rods. We got $8 spinning rods. We got $7 spinning rods. $7, $8.50. So it's going to be pretty cheap to put this combo together. Probably a super cheap crappie rod, not to be confused with a crappie rod, but a pretty nice like $65 regular priced reel for only 40 bucks. So I'm going to give these rods a look real quick. So the first one we got, this one's 8 bucks. It is a B&M brand, B&M pole company. This is an ultralight rod. It says it's the 410 or the 410. So I'm guessing 4 foot 10 inch. 410 spin cast, 410 spinning rod. I'm quickly running out of GoPro battery, and I didn't bring an extra one in, so we got to wrap this thing up. That's going to be our best bet on a bare bones rod for budget money, budget cost. So we're going to go ahead and grab that. 4 foot 10 inch spinning rod, 8 bucks. And the good thing about this challenge is this is all stuff that I can pass down to the boys. This will be stuff that they used to fish with. So with our 4 foot 10 micro series and that 200 series or 20 series Pflueger, we're now looking at micro fishing, crappie, brim, things like that, which works out great because right here is a whole line of crappie snacks. These are from ACC Crappie Sticks, and they are marked down about $2 a pack. Marked down $2 a pack. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab what I think would be a couple good colors of those. Let's just scan. What do we got? All right, not sure why. I'm kind of digging this, they're calling that disco face. Not too bad. It almost looks like a little tube bait with a tail. That's interesting. I think I'm gonna try that pack. And then I'm a sucker for this almost monkey milk color. This is called Old Faithful white. So just kind of a translucent pearly white with some blue fleck in it. I'm a sucker for those. And if you check this out, right next door we have got some ACC jig heads. There are some 32nd white right here. Nope, those aren't white, those are black. Might be even better. 32nd black. Oh, those are down to 450, so those are actually marked down a little bit more. Regular 597, but I was wanting to look just a split second more to see if there's anything else that we could come up with. I wouldn't mind having some floats, but none of the floats are clearanced out right now, none of the bobbers. So there's not just a whole lot else. Got a lot of hard plastic, like cranks and stuff. The boys actually bought a couple of them. Got some hula poppers, crankbaits, jerkbaits. Might save them for another day. All right, first look at the Tupelo clearance section. Had some bobber stops, 75 cents, they're gone. A lot more reels on sale. $14 for a open face crappie thunder. $20 for that Shimano 1000. That's not bad. It's actually only $3 off though. Here's a $6 Shakespeare reel. Normally $9.24. Yeah, Zebco 33 for $44. That's not that great of a deal. And then this right here, this is the exact reel that I just bought for $39 at the last Walmart. Regular $65. So not marked down here. So the one thing about the Tupelo store is usually they've got a whole bin of rods. Sometimes they have clearance stickers on them, sometimes they don't. They're just thrown over here. A lot of broken ones. Got some 6-cent stuff. Nearly $3 off on a lot of this. The Quake 70s. Those aren't on clearance, buddy. They've actually got a bunch down here at the bottom I didn't even see. And I'm interested in these that say they're 75 cents a pack. We're gonna grab several of those. The Glow Mini Tails. So it's almost a quarter off a pack, which that's, in the grand scheme, that's not too bad. See, this is what I don't understand. A lot of them are $2 a pack, and then a lot of them are 75 cents a pack. But I think it's the tubes. The tubes are the ones they're marking down, and that's a really good color right there.
We have some pink food, Daddy.
Yeah, there's some pink power bait crappie nibbles, but they're not on sale. They're not on sale. What do you got? You got pink too? Awesome. Teach them young. Tupelo store, disappointed a little bit, but we still found some Creme tube jigs for 75 cents a pack. That's not too bad. Got the kids in tow back here. We're in West Point, Mississippi. Home, by the way, if you didn't know, of the Mossy Oak store where I think Blue Gabe and Deer Meat for Dinner, back before their parting of company, actually had a deal going on with some of the guys over at Mossy Oak. I can actually see the sign from where I'm at. Right over there somewhere. I thought about doing a video a couple years ago after they kind of had their run down here, and just doing kind of a store overview, store tour, let you know what they've got in there. I used to go by there a lot in my college days. Never could afford anything in there when I was in college, but anyway, it's a pretty neat little outlet store. But we're fixing to head in this Walmart as we look for
fishing top.
I have no good reason why it's taken us nearly 5 months to get a video out, but I think I just needed a rest. I needed to be able to fish without this camera in my hand. So hopefully, it's a terrible time to get back in it this time of year. Not the best time to decide, hey, I want to go fishing. The next aisle, Joe.
No.
Next aisle. But we're gonna try it anyway. Okay, and I'm not seeing any yellow clearance tags, like none. No yellow clearance tags here. Some of them are a little bit tricky. They do these style clearance tags right here. They don't have the big flashy yellow ones. And you can see here that these are missing. So that's what we're looking for, guys. We're looking for little yellow tabs. Yeah, Joe found one. Joe found a scum frog.
It's $5.
Regular $7.67. All right, John Cohen just found some rage tails. Again, they got the tricky clearances. They don't just jump out at you. Rage tail crawls for $4.50. That's $2 off. Regular $6.50. $4. Regular $5.97. This is a Cast King mono. And if we're being honest, I didn't buy any line for that Pflueger reel. So, if we're going all in with this clearance setup, I have to get everything clearance. But they've got these small spools. This is a 100-yard spool. and they're 75 cents. And this is 4 pound. This is what I like to see right here and use. So 75 cents a spool, normally $1.25. And I'm gonna go ahead and grab some of these. Three. Okay, well, I'm just gonna grab this box. Why not? So we're actually gonna do this instead. This is like $9 worth of fishing line. That's about let's see, 100, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 12 spools. It's about $9 worth of fishing line. That's 1,200 yards, 1,200 yards. And this is only 150 yards for $4. So we got a pretty good deal going. Is it as quality? Probably not, but this will spool up our micro real nicely for only 75 cents. Pflueger Monarch is on clearance for $46.50. It's actually only about $6 off normal price. They've got a Lew's Xfinity spinning reel. It's only $4 off. An Abu for $95. It's actually over $50 off.
They're all right. They're all the clearance.
Okay, you got everything off of this section.
Yes.
Okay. And just like that, here we are at the water getting all spooled up to see how this little fishing challenge is gonna go. So I've got the Pflueger 20 on the rod already. Spooled it up with some 6 pound. This is just Ozark trail line, 75 cents a spool for I think 100 yards. And then fixing to check out these ACC Crappie Sticks jig heads. These are 32nd ounce. It's my favorite to pitch, and especially on these ultralight setups. And these are black with a green eye. I'm not sure y'all can really see that good. And we're just gonna tie that on with a polymer knot. So this was the first store purchased, the crappie snacks from ACC Crappie Sticks. Here we've got a Disco Fever green with a silver fleck body. And over here we've got Old Faithful and white. But then I also picked up several packs of these Creme mini tails, I think they're called. And they're little tube jigs. So just tube jigs with like octopus tails on them on the back end. And those might be really good. Didn't get them at the same store, but got all of these for about 75 cents a pack. I'm gonna go with these disco colored and silver. So this is an incredibly bright green. It's not chartreuse. It's greener than chartreuse. But then you got a silver body. And at first I thought these were tube, but they're not. They're just solid chunks of plastic, not tube jigs. So anyway, we'll get that threaded on. It shows to have the this wedge tail, so not like a Bobby Garland down to a fine point. It's just kind of a wedge. Imagine cutting a pipe in half diagonally down its length, and that's kind of what you got here. So it's rounded in the end. But we're gonna have our hook point facing the top of that, all the way out the end of the body, so that we wind up with something like that right there. Got our first fish on, and I was struggling to get my camera out of my pocket. Got a bass, little bass. I'd given up. I'd give up and put my camera in my pocket, but there it is. Got it on that red and chartreuse glitter mini tail. Quarter pound. He's little, but first fish of the day. Been here over an hour. Got that one in. Well, that trip was pretty much a bust, but coming back out to another spot, gonna try it again. And here's what we got. We've got our Pflueger try-on in a 20 size. Oop, who's that guy? Talking about you, son. We got our Pflueger try-on on our B&M pole. This is the new clearance setup. But JK today is going to be fishing. Well, he might be fishing with that setup. I'm not sure who's going to get what yet. But he's got a Shimano Sienna and a Shakespeare Micro Series ultralight rod. I think this is a 5-foot ultralight, and then of course ours is the B&M 410, so it's 4'10", so 2 inches difference. This one's a little bit longer. As far as reels go, this one is a Shimano and this one is a Pflueger, and people are going to have their preferences on what they want. This is a 500, which is an ultralight reel. This is a micro reel, and then this is a 20, which is like 2 sizes up from this one. But anyway, same thing. This one's going to be loaded up with 4-pound mono, and this one we've got our 75-cent 6-pound mono. So I'm going to get them tied up with the jig heads. I will say that's the first thing we're going to run out of is that pack of jig heads. I should have got more than one pack, but the last place we fished at, I broke off about 6, and I think it was an 8-pack. So we're down to the last 2. We're going to get them rigged up. So if we detour from this challenge any, it's going to be with some jig heads that I got regular price, or it's going to be with a float that I happen to have laying around. Well, everybody, as much as I hate to end this video only catching one fish, I'm afraid I have to. Like, I can't hardly say that I've even gotten a bite. Hopefully it won't take 5 months to get another video out, but anyway, hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, comment below what you want to see. We'll catch you next time right here on the J Line.